PJ Byers, Victory's newest intern. PJ is an active duty naval officer candidate who just concluded his collegiate career with the Nittany Lions. At 6'1", 240, PJ has been a fullback for the Nittany Lions for the last 3 years. He migrated to Happy Valley to play for Joe Paterno in 2010 after having served in the Navy for 6 years as a Navy diver. So PJ, as your current naval status entails what in terms of duties and responsibilities?
Well, I work through the ROTC here at Penn State, and finishing my degree to get commissioned as a naval officer. I just work through the ROTC, help the midshipmen out, and those are pretty much my duties. I work out with them twice a week, and we have meetings about once a week, and just to reinforce some training, military training on the midshipmen and everybody who's there. So,
did you grow up in a Navy family?
No, I grew up in a non-military family, but I guess my grandfather was Navy, so I guess I call that somewhat Navy family.
So you decided to list a year upon graduating, a year after graduating high school?
Yeah, a year after college, a year after high school, I went to college in Marietta College in Ohio, and went to boot camp a year after my first year there, just to establish some college credits, before I joined the military. So.
And in high school, you played what position?
High school, I was a linebacker. I played a little tight end, and also I was a punter. So I did a lot on the field.
And how did things evolve in terms of Penn State? Did you always want to play for Joe Paterno? You're a PA kid, right?
Yes, I always wanted to actually come to Penn State. My father is a huge Penn State fan, and Penn State's always been, we've always bled blue and white in our family. My dad went here and kind of just moved towards that direction all my life, and then when I graduated I tried to apply here, but I never really got accepted or wanted to always play football here. So.
How did the whole football end of things play out? Did you have to, how did the staff become aware that you were in the market for playing?
Well, once I applied here, I had to let my military people know that I wanted to play football, and had to get approval from them. And then I just kept on coming and talking to the coaches and trying to get in their ear about wanting to play. And then I finally found out that there was tryouts, and me and 3 other players made the team that time out of 50 or 60 guys who tried out. So we stood out pretty well.
Good. So having spent time under Coach P and his staff, what was it like transitioning from one quote-unquote program to the next?
It's completely different. I mean, Joe had his ways, and O'Brien has his ways. They're pretty different. The morale is a lot better on the team. Not saying that it wasn't before, but it's just a different atmosphere than it was before. And we see such a team atmosphere in the locker room and everywhere we are on the field. So it is a complete change.
Okay, as a kines major, the shift in strength and conditioning protocol must have been interesting as well.
Yes, it was very interesting to see Coach Fitzgerald come in and change the program around, because I personally saw strength gains, and I know that every single one of our players saw strength gains and performance-related gains, and also injury reduction and injuries on the field. So it's just been a change in that aspect as well. So.
And so as a senior, looking back, you think the morale of the guys is going to kind of evolve and domino into this coming season?
I believe so. I mean, the seniors definitely took hold, and we're the leaders of this team, and I believe the guys right below us are going to step up. And yes, just like you were saying, it's going to be a domino effect. I feel like for every season that comes up, we're just going to keep on getting better, and the morale is going to stay high. So.
Now, this last season, obviously, Navy was back on the schedule.
Yeah.
Was that kind of surreal, having to go out and play some fellow midshipmen?
Yeah, very surreal. Because, I mean, I could be working with them, for them, or under them, and it's just really interesting. I got to meet a lot of the guys. I got to meet the coaches and stuff. It was really interesting to see these guys who I'm going to be working with in the future. So.
Was there ever any thought during your deliberation process that maybe the Naval Academy was going to be a place that makes sense for you in terms of collegiate option?
Yeah, I actually applied to the Naval Academy. It's a very, very hard process to go through. But when I was in high school and college, I feel like I was still developing before I even joined the military. So I don't feel like I was a very strong candidate back then. So I feel like that's why I didn't ever really get picked up for the Naval Academy. So
You currently are a Navy diver. What is a Navy diver?
Navy divers, we basically fix anything underwater. We use any kind of underwater system to complete a mission. So, for instance, I was in Hawaii fixing submarines and ships while they're still in the water. We'll fix any kind of underwater mechanical issues. Let's say when I went from Hawaii to San Diego, I trained dolphins to help find underwater mines. And we also dove underwater to search for underwater mines too. So it's just the different types of training that we do. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, thanks for popping in, PJ.
Thank you.
And for all you members out there, you can always stop in and see PJ. He's on the floor typically almost every day. We're slave drivers here, so PJ is here from sun up till sundown. I think sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll talk to everyone again.
Thank